Hi there, and welcome to this video about the Space Shuttle Camaro and how we developed a completely new way of installing vinyl wrap to make this build happen. As you can see, it's in separate little panels, much like the thermal tiles that you would see on the Space Shuttle itself. We're going to go over why this was done, the inspiration behind the build, the methodology of install, and functionally how it changes the thermal characteristics and the look of the car. The next upgrade on the car is already on the car. Stick around till the end for a sneak peek. I'm really stoked on how it turned out, and I think it's a major upgrade not only over the stock setup for what I upgraded, but also over a lot of aftermarket setups claiming to do the same thing. So stick around till the end for that. I'm so stoked to share it. So important first question is why? And the answer to that question is manyfold in this case, because this car has been a really fun off-road rally kind of car, but I don't like hot weather, and the hot weather was really wearing on me driving a black car. So I thought I need to do a vinyl wrap, teach myself how to do it in my garage, which I somewhat succeeded at. And I knew I wanted a two-tone setup and ended up settling on the Space Shuttle as the inspiration because it also uses the white ceramic tiles to keep the upper half cool that's facing the sun. The cool thing with this is that functionally having a bunch of different little tiles works very similar to how the Space Shuttle has ceramic tiles that after re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, they can be replaced on an individual basis. Based on my use case for this car, that is understandable. So next up we have the install methodology, and to start looking at that, we're going to start by looking at the part of the car that I started with, which is the messy side. Because it's got individual little panels, these have been put together at first just by using scissors to cut out sections and slap them in place. Eventually I figured out you can use the cut tape made by companies like 3M to get much more precise lines and barriers. And so the basic process of installing it is now simply line it up with cut tape, get the shape outlined that I need for a given panel, press the vinyl wrap onto it, get it all air bubbled out, squeegee, whatever you want to use. I just used a single wrap glove and it seemed to work fine. And then use the cut tape, making sure to do it in the correct order, and these are all in place. Most of these aren't perfect because there are some of them have little tree droppings under the paint and stuff like that, or under the wrap or the vinyl. If you're concerned about that kind of detailing, just know this ain't that kind of movie. Another big note for the install methodology is because I can separate this into different panels, I don't have to stretch the vinyl too much, which means there's not a lot of need for post-heating where you use a heat gun to try to relax the vinyl after you've installed it so it doesn't pull back and lose its adhesion. Because it's individual panels, I can put those cut lines right along the parts where it would stretch the most. Overall install time has been a lot quicker because I can install individual panels without worrying too much about getting the stretch right and getting any of those funky surface changes dealt with in any way. Alright, let's look at the actual functional benefits of this setup. As you can see, these panels have held up very nicely because it was just an easy flat install for most of the vinyl. Didn't need to do anything too crazy with it. Many of the sections that have been already wrapped are holding up very nicely. You can see parts where it's got little scuffs. Like for example, that there looks like it's from a cone at Rallycross or something like that. This is definitely a scuff area right along here. And so this small section will take maybe 10 minutes to replace someday if it ever gets too scuffy for my admittedly low standards. That's a recent thing, you're not supposed to see that one yet. This setup has certainly done a good job of keeping cabin temperatures down in the hot SoCal summers where I'm driving it, and it honestly, I really like how it looks. It looks really cool. I'm a big fan of how it's turned out visually, especially proud of that front line of the car where that back section of the window traces all the way through to the front of the hood. It's worked out really nicely that way to have just a cohesive shape to the car, and it ends up looking pretty cool on video at some of my recent events. And then if you contrast this front fender with my original fender I started on, you can see a significant difference in terms of the quality and just overall cohesiveness of the design. It's not only the lineup of the lines that they actually match and fit together, but also it's that these come together and follow the body lines of the car in a way that really emphasizes the wide body. As you can see, it's got a pretty awesome aggressive wide body design to it from the factory, and these lines actually help emphasize it a lot better than a solid color. Big shout out to friends and contacts who have encouraged me to do the wrap as one of the first things. It has turned out even better than I expected it to, and really transforms the look of the car, so I'm super happy about it. I did promise that you get to see a sneak peek of the upcoming upgrade on the car. And you know, I think the best way to show the upgrade is just to set the camera down and show you the upgrade. You'll see what I mean. Don't forget to like and subscribe.